Before we begin, there's just a few housekeeping things I wanted to cover. Near this room, there are 2 different sets of restrooms nearby. The first is out the doors and to the left, and the second set is across the lobby to the right. All of your meals are going to be served in Lincoln Hall. Make sure that during the conference, you're always wearing your name badge, as this is the way that identifies you as being part of our group, and also it's the way that you get into the meals. During the sessions, we ask that you keep your cell phone on silent and keep it put away. You're only here for a few days, so I encourage you to be in the moment and make the most of it. Your states have invested in you to be here at Washington Leadership Academy. So it's your obligation, while you're here, to learn as much as you can and take back what you learn to your states and implement it in them. Any questions? In just a minute, when I say go, everybody's going to get up and greet as many people as they can in a minute. When you greet people, greet them as if you're bored, and greet them as if you're looking to greet somebody more important than them. Mr. Burley, do you have anything to add? If you have not received a courage card yet, little white piece of paper, please go see Mr. Burley on the far side of the room because you will need that in just a minute. Ready? Go. Great job, everybody. If I can have your attention, everybody. That was a great job. This time, we're going to do that once more. You're going to greet as many people as you can within a minute. But this time, greet them as if you're really excited to see them. And greet them as if you're greeting an old friend. Ready? Go. Good job, everybody. All right, everybody. Can I get everybody's attention, please? Right. Can I get everybody's attention, please? Can I get everybody's attention, please? Can I get everybody's attention, please? Before you guys sit back down and get comfortable, if you already have your courage card, I'm going to need you to grab all of your things and move to the perimeter of the room, please.
Make sure they didn't take the folders on the table.
Make sure that you leave everything at the table that was there when you arrived there. Leave all of the folders, all of the markers, the pens, everything. Thank you, guys. Go. Okay, everybody. If you'll look at your courage card, each of you has a monument on that card. These monuments place you into courage teams, and these are the teams that you'll be working with throughout the rest of the conference. So when I call your monument, I'm just going to put you at a table, and you'll be able to go and meet your new courage team. So if I can, get the World War II memorial at this table, please. The 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence at this table. The Albert Einstein Memorial at this table back here. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial at this table here in the middle. The Vietnam Women's Memorial at the table in the back corner. The Lincoln Memorial at the table back here. The Korean War Veterans Memorial at the table in the front. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial at the table in the back. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial at the table in the back. The John Paul Jones Memorial at the table in the front. The Washington Monument at the table on the side. The American National Red Cross at the table in the corner. The back table. And last but surely not least, the White House at the back corner. If you do not have a courage card yet, you can see Mr. Burley over at the side. So while we're finishing things up, take a moment and introduce yourself to your new courage teams. Go around and say your name, what state you're from, the position you hold, and why you're excited to be here at the Washington Leadership Academy. Can the Vietnam Memorial please raise your hand?
Excellent, thank you.
Where is the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial?
Down and energized. We don't want to try. So this week, I want you to think of who fills your bucket. What do they do to fill this bucket? And be specific about it. And finally, how does that fill impact you? And I'm going to give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, many of us had the privilege to hear from this gentleman, and he told us that nobody believed in him. He didn't believe in himself. His teachers told him that he wasn't good enough, that he couldn't do things, and he believed it. But there was an individual with him, his mom, and she told him every day, you can do it, you're smart, you just have to try. You can do and become anything you want. And the individual I'm speaking about, it's Dr. Ben Carson. If you were at NLC, he was our keynote speaker. And he was a great individual. Look where he is today, a neurosurgeon working for one of the top hospitals in the world. So even though people told him he couldn't, he had this one person that told him that he could. And she gave him encouragement, words, and supported him. And this was his mother. So in your groups, think and discuss who is the person that encourages you. And what have they done exactly? And most importantly, what impact have they done on you? So first, the activity is going to be on your charts. All of you or most of you contribute, not who was it, but what did somebody do to fill your bucket? Okay, you have a couple of minutes. Again, like the other activity, name it bucket filler this time and put your team name on it again. And by the way, you can make a team name of your own. You don't have to keep it that, but it has to be related to what you got. For example, we heard from the Frankie D's from Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So you can go ahead and change your team name as well. Okay, let's start wrapping up. Get someone from your group to add it to the gallery. We have our courage. Now let's go ahead and put it in our bucket. And when you have time, when you have that downtime, make sure to look at everybody else's bucket fillers. Why? Because it may give you ideas on how you can help others and contribute to bucket filling everybody else's bucket. Okay? So go ahead and start putting them on the gallery. Let's add them to that side. Okay, are we ready to keep going? Okay, so next, I have a challenge to present to all of you. And the challenge is going to be throughout this week to fill somebody else's bucket. And we're going to do an activity in order to do this. So in the middle of your table, there should be a bucket. You see it? Do you guys see some rubber bands in there? Yes? So I want you to get 5 rubber bands, every single person, and put them on your left wrist, put them in your pocket, somewhere where they're safe. So get 5. And what we're going to do is you're going to take off a rubber band and put it in your bucket for every action that you do that fills somebody else's bucket. So I'm going to give you an example. So today, I thought that Antonio did an amazing job at introducing and opening WLA today. So I think nobody could have done it better, and he gave us the essence of everything that we're going to do, and it was inspirational, and it had a great message. So Antonio, congratulations. I think you did an amazing job, and I put it in my bucket. So I want you to do the same. Every time that you think you did something with your officers or with the hotel staff or with people that you meet here in DC, think about that action and take off that rubber band, change it off pockets, and when you come here, put it inside your bucket. And at the end of the week, within your team, you're going to select the biggest bucket filler. And that person is going to take home the bucket, and every single one of you is going to sign it. And this is a treasure that you get from your peers, an award. And why do we do the rubber bands? And we need to form habits. And this is a great habit to form to make sure that we recognize other people's accomplishments and what they've done. So when you take off the rubber band, we're starting to make that habit. So is it clear? Yes? Any questions? Okay, question in the back. Well, at least on that day, if you know you did those 5 things, you can keep doing them. But I want you at least those 5 days to do 5 things.
300 rubber bands.
Yes, and there's 300 rubber bands, so you can grab a couple more if you want. But make sure you're honest with the things you're doing, and it serves as a reminder. Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you. We're turning it over to Sonakshi.
If you guys are excited to be in the most historical city in the nation, give me an oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Well, you do have things to be excited for. I mean, look at what you're surrounded by. Beautiful monuments, amazing buildings, and important people. But how much do we know about these things? Chances are not so much. Well, we're going to change that. Right now, we're going to give you the opportunity to research with your groups and find out more about the city that you're in. You are divided by monument. What we're giving you the opportunity to do is research your monument and compile a list of answers based on the questions that are on the handouts that are coming around. What you will do with these answers is you're going to make an interactive video. You're going to film the video and edit it on your laptops, and you're going to then present it to all of us. Tomorrow, we are going to the Courage Tour. The Courage Tour, we will take your videos on your laptops, put them in front of the specific monuments that you have been researching, and we're going to play it for all of you guys who are in this room today. You can go over the handouts with your groups, but a few things I would like to point out is one, every single person in your group has to be in the video in some shape, way, or form. Second, the theme of courage has to be prevalent throughout the entire video. Think about it. The event or person depicted in your monument obviously had a big significance in our country. What was it about their courage that made them or the event so important to us? Third, be creative. Create something that you would want to watch. Create something that you're proud of, something you would like to share with everyone here and even the members back home. And fourth and most important is have fun. You're here to learn. There's so many things that you can take from this activity home with you. Marketing, communication, working with a team, and also you have a time crunch. You have the day to work on this. We're presenting them tomorrow. So time management also plays a key role in this event. So I think we've gone over all the major aspects of the project. Are there any questions?
Will we move from monument to monument?
Yes, during the Courage Tour, you will have a chance to rotate and watch every single person's video and also explore the monument that they researched. Yes?
Can we leave the room to video?
Yes, I was just getting to that. What you will be able to do is you can leave the room. First, you're going to research, obviously, because there's a lot of things you have to find out about your monument. But once you have all of that, you're able to go throughout the hotel room to videotape your video. Only thing is that we ask you not to use any other company's logos because we need to ask their permission before you do that. So you can use the facilities, just make sure there's nothing about the hotel that is in your video. Also, we'll be coming around to make sure that everyone has at least one member in the group who has a laptop who brought it with them. And also, if everyone is, they're okay with using editing softwares. Thank you. We also would appreciate if anyone has a camera. If they have it, we can use that. If you don't, we'll be coming around and we'll be asking you if we can provide cameras for you. So you guys can get started. We're going to be taking 3 groups at a time to another room to do a secret activity. So if we call your table to go out, don't be afraid, you're not in trouble. We're just doing something else with you. Yes? Yes, we will be providing internet access. Thank you for that question. Yeah, it's on the screen. So if you want to get access, you can do that now. Any other questions? Okay, you may begin.